You wouldn't expect the face-off between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach to get this intense.
I guarantee he paid for it. I can't. I guarantee it.
Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight.
Roach must have been feeling really sure of himself, even though he hasn't done much to prove it yet. He was acting like he was already one of the best, even without a big win to back it up. This did not sit well with Davis. He took Roach's confidence as a sign of disrespect, because when the two met, this is what Roach said.
I'm trying to knock anybody out. I don't care if it was him, if it was anybody else. I'm trying to knock everybody out in any round.
Lamont Roach has been getting a lot of hate for taking on the undefeated fighter from Baltimore. People say he should have fought someone on his level first, instead of going straight for the champion to prove himself. But if we're talking about hate, Roach isn't even getting the worst of it. Davis is facing way more criticism. In fact, you could double the hate Roach is getting, and it still wouldn't come close to what Davis is dealing with. The reason? People believe Davis accepted a fight that is completely way below his league. Fans and boxing experts were urging him to take a different fight, one that would boost his name even more. Facing someone like Shakur Stevenson would be a huge step for his career and prove just how great he really is. But instead, he chose an opponent that many consider to be less of a challenge. This decision has left his fans feeling disappointed. They wanted to see him tested against the best, not someone they think he can easily beat. Even now, no one really knows why he made this choice because hasn't given a clear reason. But hey, if Tank Davis is in the fight, you know it's going to be exciting. No matter who he faces, he always brings power and speed. His punches are dangerous, and they have sent many opponents crashing to the canvas. That has been his style ever since he started boxing. And one thing about Davis, he doesn't make empty promises. When he says he's going to make life hard for his opponent, he means it. He has proven time and time again that he can back up his words with action. In Tank's vocabulary, there is no such thing as lying. If he says he's coming for a knockout, then that's exactly what he plans to do. His opponents know it, and the fans expect nothing less.
Stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it hard for him.
Describing the face-off between the two as heated is definitely fitting. The tension is undeniable, and it's no surprise that fans are excited about it. Adding even more fuel to the fire, many boxing experts have already weighed in with their thoughts. Some are making bold predictions, while others are analyzing every detail of the matchup. Everything is in Tank's favor. Yep, that's exactly what Rolando Romero said when he spoke with Fight Hype. To put it simply, he doesn't think Lamont Roach has any chance against Davis. Tank has every advantage going into this fight, making it a tough challenge for Roach. From his power to his experience, Davis holds the upper hand in almost every way. Unless something goes terribly wrong, Romero sees this fight as an easy win for Tank. The thing is, Lamont Roach is moving up in weight. That's not good, man, and you're fighting a vicious puncher. And that's not taking anything away from Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach is a tremendous fighter. It's just the weight, man. And like I said, you're fighting one of the hardest hitters in the sport.
You can't compare my fight to Gervonta, which was Roach's fight, because like I said, I'm another puncher.
Yeah, no, of course.
Even with all that said, does Roach still have a chance to win? Some might think so, but not Romero. Roach is missing the experience, skills, and power needed to take down someone like Davis. Having been in the ring with Tank himself, Romero knows just how dangerous he can be. For Roach to win, it would take something truly special. Davis has been fighting at a high level for years, while Roach is still trying to prove himself. The gap in experience is just too big, and Romero doesn't see a way for Roach to overcome it. Pulling off a victory against someone like Davis would be nothing short of a miracle. No, just too much experience, too much power, big weight. Everything is in Tank's favor. You can make a claim like, oh, maybe this person is a better boxer, but he's not a better boxer than Tank.
He's not a bigger puncher. He's not bigger than Tank.
Mm-hmm.
He's moving up in weight, so that might affect him, make him a little bit slower.
Right.
If we set aside experience, skills, and power, there is still one way Roach could pull off an upset, if Davis has an off night. But let's be real, that's highly unlikely. Tank is known for staying sharp and focused, especially when the stakes are high. The only way Davis would be off his game is if something unexpected happens before the fight. Maybe an injury, an illness, or some outside distraction could throw him off. But without any of that, Roach is facing an uphill battle.
The only thing that could, that, like I said, that Tank has an off night, that can always happen to anyone.
Right. Right.
But you can't make a claim for any of this stuff.
Mikey Garcia also weighs in his predictions Davis-Roach fight. And just like Romero, he doesn't see Roach standing a chance. This fight is already decided before the first bell even rings. Garcia says that Davis isn't even considering Roach as a real threat. In fact, Garcia thinks Tank might already be looking past him, knowing that Roach lacks the power and experience to truly challenge him. I think Tank is one of the very best fighters, definitely in the lightweight division. I don't think Roach would be a huge threat for Tank. Tank is very talented, very skilled, and also very experienced at this point now.
He's fought and seen pretty much every style there is, and his power is tremendous, where he has that knockout punching power.
And the compliments didn't stop there. Garcia continued by calling Davis a true beast in the boxing world, especially in the weight class he's in. Going up against someone with such raw power could be dangerous, especially if you don't have a solid strategy to deal with it. Davis's strength and skill make him a formidable opponent, and Garcia believes any fighter would need a game plan to have a chance at taking him down. Without one, it could be a quick and painful night in the ring. It's hard to go against Tank. Again, not to disrespect his opponent Roach, but I think Tank is a beast, and he's been proving it every fight, and he probably will win this fight as well. Garcia is definitely right about this. Roach may have forgotten one important thing before agreeing to this fight. Tank Davis is a knockout specialist. Out of his 30 fights, he's only gone the distance twice. The Baltimore native is known for his electrifying highlight reel and is even rumored to have hurt much heavier sparring partners in the gym. Speaking of sparring, Roach recently posted a video showing him dropping his sparring partner. While this might seem impressive, it didn't do much to convince fans that he can handle Tank's devastating power.
I told you it's ass whooping day. I'm getting this bitch if you ain't ready.
And what's funny is that some people believe the video was scripted just to make it look like Roach deserves the fight with Davis. Maybe he even released it, hoping to scare Tank into thinking he's a real threat. However, Tank doesn't need to watch it. Fans have already pointed out what's wrong with it. Nega hired paid actors to build up his confidence. He got almost 30 fights. With 10 knockouts, he ain't really putting Shot to sleep. So yeah, it's definitely a win for Tank. But hey, in boxing, surprises can happen. The question is, does Roach have what it takes to shock the world? Please let me know your thoughts down below.